Before I get into the video, please know and understand that this video is intended strictly for entertainment and educational purposes only. Nothing in this video is to be construed as investment advice, and if you choose to participate in any investment, please consult with a professional before doing so. With that being said, let's dig in and get into the video.
How's it going, everyone? Mick Ambrose from All About Tech. Welcome back to another video. It's Friday, back to work today unfortunately, but it's life, isn't it? Just before I get into this video, I just want to make a couple quick announcements. First announcement is the All About Tech channel has just hit 200,000 views. So I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that supported me in such a short period of time. I can't believe I'm up to 200,000 views already. It's absolutely ridiculous. Well on our way to 3,000 subscribers, and yeah, I'm so happy. It's been such a great experience creating these videos, and I'm going to continue to do so. Another quick announcement, just for those that were interested before, I have now got my final grade for college for my first year back in doing computing back at college, and got a distinction overall, and I didn't drop a single grade in any unit. So I've literally aced the entire year. I'm so happy. It just shows that if you put in the effort and you'll reap the rewards, basically. So I do recommend, if any of you are thinking about going back to college but you feel like you can't because you're stuck in work and stuff, just take my example. I've been working full time, going to college full time, and it's been tough, but you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. So today I want to talk about this Reddit post that someone posted on about Electroneum, basically, and it is such an interesting read that I wanted to cover it in an entire video, and I thought, what better way to end the week for my videos than to post about this article here. It's posted by M Systems, as you'll see on the Reddit post, and Electroneum even featured it on their Twitter page. That is how positive and how powerful this post is. Now, it's already got 90 upvotes on Reddit, which is decent for Reddit at the moment. It's currently the top article on Electroneum's Reddit page, and I'm going to go through it with you now. And the title is Electroneum Unstoppable If We Work as a Team. I'm going to go through it bit by bit, and then I'm going to talk about it a little bit more. And yeah, let's get straight into it. What it's going to be covering is the legend of the three arrows, which is a Japan's valuable lesson. M Systems actually lived and worked out in Japan, and for what he said, it's a fantastic place to live. The people are really nice, and they're really dedicated and extremely hardworking, and they work together. He talks about Electroneum's 100% devoted team, the role and impact as part of the team, which is our roles. And if we work as a team, we are the three arrows. So I'm just going to read it paragraph by paragraph and then talk about it a little bit. So what I'm about to show you will surprise you regarding the impact you can have on Electroneum, and the massive success we, working together as a team, will have. But action is everything, and if you are lazy, this surely isn't for you. So unfortunately, if you are lazy, this isn't for you, unfortunately. can't really go into any detail about that. If you take a look at Richard Ells, we can see he leads by example. He takes massive action and executes on his vision, putting in 7-day, 100-hour-plus weeks, working even until his eyes are swollen at times. Let us remember this as we too take action and do our part to support the brilliant and visionary project. As part of the ETN community, just like Mr. Els, you have a duty to act, because failure to act is an act of failure. And what I want to expand on that paragraph is that the community fudding constantly is not a positive act by the community. Electroneum's been live, since November? Ripple had 3 years before it mooned. Bitcoin had years before the price really started to have an impact. Monero took years. And I think fudding in the community, it doesn't help you, it doesn't help anybody else, and it doesn't help the Electroneum team. Because all that does is, it puts unnecessary pressure on the team to make sure that they execute what they're going to execute, which I have no doubt about it, that they just block out the FUD and get on with their jobs. It's what they do. And they have been doing it for an awfully long time now. People have been unnecessarily FUDing. Look at all the announcements that they've had. All of the announcements. And there's still there's still quite a lot of FUD going on in the community. Give them time. They deserve the time. Give them at least 12 months to get off the ground running. Giving them 6-7 months is not, it's just not fair, basically. And that's my personal opinion. And in cryptocurrency, the most important word you will ever hear in cryptocurrency is patience. Because you've got to be patient. This year has not been like other years in cryptocurrency because of the whole regulation coming in and stuff. But there's a lot of positive news coming out and it's not affecting the market. And that's because people are still on the edge of the sword thinking about getting into cryptocurrency. And as soon as that regulation comes into place, people are going to flood into cryptocurrency. And if you've sold crypto, and this isn't just ETN, if you sold crypto during that time, then and then it booms, you're going to be kicking yourself for it. So patience is key. Now, I'll show you how. No, sorry. Now I'll show how you, just like me, play a critical role as part of the team in project success. Believe me, what I'm about to show you will surprise you, but you must pay close attention and be willing to take some action. And that is the opening paragraph. So the first one is the legend of the 3 arrows, which is Japan's valuable lesson. So when I was younger, I had been given the opportunity to travel around and work, travel around the world for work. One of my favourite places was, and still is today, Japan. Let me tell you one of the most valuable lessons I have learned while living in Japan and how this applies to our team. You, me, and our mighty ETN community. The legend is called 3 Arrows. The name, in fact, is an ancient and derives from a legend that dates back to a powerful feudal warlord. I almost said that wrong then. Feudal warlord and Sengoku, daimyo of the Chogoku region. I hope I said that right. I'm really sorry if I didn't. Mori Motonari, 1497 to 1571. And then, as you can see, there's a lovely little picture there, which I'm going to show. In the hope of encouraging 3 of his sons, Mori Takamoto, Kikuwa Motoharu, and Kobayakawa Takaji? I hope I said that all right. I'm really bad at pronouncing things like that. To work together for the benefit of the Mori clan. Montari handed each of the sons an arrow and asked each to snap it. After each snapped his arrow, Montari produced 3 arrows and asked his sons to snap all 3 at once. When they were unable to do so, Montari explained that 1 arrow could be easily broken, but 3 arrows held together could not. It is a lesson that is still taught today in Japanese schools. And I don't even need to explain that because he explains it below. So as I mentioned, a most valuable lesson the Japanese know, and while we can all disagree on some things, if we come together, we become the 3 arrows. If you ever have an opportunity to travel to Japan, do it. Learn some basic Japanese and it will take you further than you think, as people in Japan are very traditional, extremely organised, polite and respectful. Everybody is super nice from the moment they wake up. They give 110% to everything that they are doing. This is culture, truly. Is so beautiful in so many ways, too numerous to count. And that whole saying about you grab, like if you've got a pencil in front of you now, just grab it and snap it. And then you grab 3 pencils together, bunch them together and try to snap it. It's a lot harder because we're a lot stronger as we come together as a community. And Electroneum has one of the largest community in the crypto space. And remember, Electroneum's only been going 7 months, and already it's one of the biggest communities in the crypto space. So imagine if we all come together as a team to be positive, to obviously counteract that price manipulation going on at the moment. And in terms of price manipulation, I know that it's not just Electroneum it happens to. I know it's all across the board. And the reason I exposed it in Electroneum is because obviously I pretty much cover all of Electroneum, and it was really important to expose it to the people that didn't know. So going on to the next part, Electroneum's 100% devoted team. We recently crossed 1.7 million registered users, and already now it's already at 1.73. So we're getting close to 2 million users, and it's rising quickly. And over 200,000 mobile miners. This kind of interest and support in Electroneum is far beyond any other crypto project out there. Sure, there's Bitcoin, but Bitcoin has been around since way back in 2009. ETN is just a baby, barely 7 months old, and is already ahead of Twitter and Facebook in speed of growth. Twitter took over 2 years to reach 1 million users. Electroneum passed that mark inside 5 months. There is such an amazing, devoted team working tirelessly behind Electroneum to deliver on their promises. Startups dream of these kind of numbers, and Electroneum is delivering them. What Electroneum and their chain of command have accomplished in such a short time is simply unbelievable. And you've got to think, they have done an awful lot. They've released their app, they've released their mobile miner, they've got themselves on exchanges. Yes, they're not on all of the massive exchanges yet, but this takes time. They've got loads of partnerships in place, given exposure to like 200 million people. They announced their instant payment system. They announced the gig economy website. They've announced the community app. They've announced the vendor integration API system for the EPOS systems, tills, etc. They've done an awful lot, and that needs to be recognised in the short time that they've been doing it. It's not about instant gains. It will never be about instant gains with Electroneum. It's long term. They're not a cryptocurrency just to be traded on exchanges. They're a cryptocurrency that wants to be used worldwide. And that is extremely important. Where was I? I've lost where I am. Yeah, I found it. Sorry. This can be largely attributed to having Richard Els as at the helm. We are so fortunate that we have Mr. Els as the president and CEO of Electroneum. Just look at when Richard Els speaks and when other project leaders speak. We have the best speaker each and every time. No, we have the best speaker, communicator, and overall leader. He is so gifted and talented and backs his words up with action and execution each and every time, another area most crypto projects fail at. It is not a mystery why Electroneum is experiencing massive growth in user numbers, but I won't expand further on here on Mr. Els as this was covered in my previous post. And he met Richard Els. I'll put the link in the description. It's another Reddit post about his experience meeting Richard Els. It's such a good read. Go check it out. Pop it in the description. And yeah, Richard Els is such... He is the public figure that cryptocurrency needs right now. because he's relevant. He has experience, and a lot of experience. Look at the way he's brought in people from the team for his team. He's brought in some real experienced team, from the likes of Nick Cook, from the likes of Chris Gorman, who has an OBE, and the Queen doesn't give those out willy-nilly. That is extremely impressive. Extremely impressive. If you Google Chris Gorman OBE, you will see all sorts of articles of how successful he has been and how he's received an OBE for his contribution in business. And to have that figure in the cryptocurrency space, I don't think a single cryptocurrency has someone on their team that has that level of award to them. Going on to all the other members of the team as well, it's their team clicks, and it's really good to see. So our role and impact as part of this team. Today I watched an exceptional video on Electroneum by a YouTuber, all about tech. Who is this guy? Where he shows and describes the constant pressure being put on ETN by the price bots and people behind them, and also how easily the price of ETN can be moved up. The content of this video speaks for itself. It is impressive. It is impressive and shows how the value of ETN is not reflected in its price right now at all. I'll also pop a link in the description for that. It's a video that's received a lot of attention, over 500 likes and over 8,000 views in literally like less than 2 days. And I think it's going to be my first video to hit 10,000 views as well, but the video speaks for itself, just how easy it is to be manipulated when there's little to no volume there. So go check it out if you haven't already. It opens up people's eyes as to what is going on in the crypto space, because it's not just Electroneum it happens to, and there's more types of manipulation. There's multiple types, and it's really important. So if you pay attention to this video, and it also shows how we, the Electroneum community, can counteract these selling pressures by simply buying ETN and chunking out our buy orders into small 1,000 to 5,000 ETN chunks. He even shows a live video capture of pushing ETN's price up with just one individual buying. Think, if just half of the people who are all complaining bought small chunks of ETN instead, I can tell you that they would not be complaining anymore. And that is totally true. My video showed one person pushing the price up by 10% pretty much. We were minus 3% to start with, and then it went all the way up to nearly 8% in the green. That's nearly an 11% gain by one person. So everybody that's currently FUDing, thinking that they want instant gains, that's your solution. If you're buying Electroneum, spread out your orders to counteract all of the 1,000 ETN automated sell orders that the bots are putting in, because they put those orders in not at the current price but just below, so then more orders can be placed below that, because you can't just skip a sell order for a Satoshi. You have to go for the one below, and then that is how you stack up the sell orders really low. And then it's the same. It's the same going the other way. We need to get rid of these small chunks that are being placed, because you can take those, and then people will start to want to sell at a higher price. But we, as the Electroneum community, are an amazing group of individuals. We realise that we can move mountains if we all put ourselves into it. Will you take action? I am. I am buying a little bit of ETN every day. It's surprisingly fun to accumulate more and more ETN and watch your balance grow while chipping away at these sell walls. Give it a try. Just $15 is well over 1,000 ETN right now. And with the increased volume, we will glean the attention of larger exchanges. They are not interested in low volume projects. That is extremely true. Exchanges will not make money off of low volume cryptocurrencies that have no trade volume. And the reason for that is because they make their money in trading fees. If there's not many trades going on, why would they list it? It's more hassle to deal with. If they're not making much money out of it, they wouldn't do it. And then the last point is, if we work as a team, we are the three arrows. As a community, as Team Electroneum, we as a community, as Team Electroneum, can be the three arrows and much more. Realise that together we hold an enormous amount of power, far more power than all the ETN manipulators combined. And when put together, we can overcome the FUD and the negativity unjustly surrounding the Electroneum project and ETN coin. If you did not get what I'm trying to say here, then you need to pay attention. The plan is to buy, not sell. You will not have an opportunity later to sell at you will have an opportunity later to sell at a much, much higher return of investment. Why would anyone want to sell now when everyone is selling? The super wealthy could not be more open with their strategy, and we have all heard it. Buy when everyone is selling, sell when they are all buying. It is that simple, yet 99% of people will do the opposite. And perhaps that is why we have the 1% controlling the 99%. And that speaks volumes, because like I said in the manipulation video, the whales are the ones that own all the cryptocurrency. They're the ones that want everybody to think that the market is going down, so then they buy all of it, and then they will not budge. They will not sell. They will hold, forcing that price up. And then you've got the 1% making all the profit. And you've got the 99% of people that don't. And that speaks volumes for this. And then the last paragraph, as a team, we can change the situation of constant selling pressures on ETN. Take action. You will be amazed how many people are going to be screaming, ETN is so cheap, you better buy it now. That's my great acting skills. When ETN returns to 20 cents and continues to rise, our efforts together will be rewarded. But we must put forth the effort. And when the day arrives that we are speaking about ETN in dollars, not cents, nobody will be able to say you just got lucky. No, because you put in the effort and made it happen. Together, the three arrows cannot be broken. My reading skills there wasn't the best, but I really hope you take on board what's being said here. It's an extremely important post, in my opinion. It shows that together as a community we can achieve anything, and ETN's community can achieve anything because of how strong and how much depth there are in the community. 7 months, 1.73 million people on board on the project already. So no more fudding, because this year has already been tough on crypto. Let Electroneum do their work that they need to do. They're getting together all the right things to make sure that this instant payment system's launched in the third quarter. With everything that they've announced, there is no reason to FUD. Yeah, we don't have a lot of volume. Yeah, we could do with a few more exchanges. But until we have that trade volume, exchanges won't want to know in the first place. So, and again, this is not financial advice, but the strategy is to buy, not sell. And I'm not going to tell everyone to buy, because that's financial advice, but just take on board what this post is, because I'm going to be joining in on this action. But yeah, let me know what you think of this post. There's already been over 80 comments on it, loads of upvotes, and yeah, it's such a good read. Thank you to M Systems for the terrific post, and yeah, if you like this video, give it a like, comment down below, and I'll catch you guys out in the next video. Peace out, guys.